Hi everyone, Crystal Fambrini here with Live Fit Magazine. We are in downtown San Diego in the middle of Comic-Con 2012 action. And coming up, we have the exclusive interview with actor Dave Bautista, who stars in The Man with the Iron Fists. Hi everyone, Crystal Fambrini here for Live Fit Magazine, and we are in the midst of Comic-Con 2012. I am with Dave Bautista, and he's giving us the exclusive on The Man with the Iron Fists. So tell us about it.
Um, it's just a lot. It's basically it's kind of a it's really kind of hard to describe. It's kind of like a kung fu movie, but it's also like a fantasy. They have these warring clans in China, but it's not like a real China. It's like a fantasy China. There's all these different characters, and it's really just it's a really cool. It's a cool movie, but it's also like something new that nobody's really ever seen. And I think even if you're not really into this genre, not into kung fu movies, you would still kind of enjoy this movie because it's so original. It's got so much going on, and I think it's going to be really, really big.
And there are some big names with this movie. Quentin Tarantino presents it, Eli Roth directing, RZA, Russell Crowe, Lucy Liu starring in it with Dave. RZA just released the trailer recently, and Forbes.com was quoted saying that they predict this movie to be the highest grossing kung fu movie of all time. What do you think about that? Is that overwhelming or?
No, I think watching. I actually haven't even seen it. I've seen clips of it, and I was offered to go and watch a screening, and because I'm such a fan of this type of movie, I chose to sit it out and wait to see it as a fan in the theaters. So I'm probably more excited than anybody. And also, I got to say that RZA was the director.
Okay.
So it was his directorial debut, and he did an awesome job. And Eli Roth was producer on it, and he was there the whole time. And he's also a co-writer on it. So yeah, it's going to be an amazing movie. I think it's going to break all kinds of records.
Now, how was it switching from, I'm sure your fans are used to seeing you in the ring, WWE six-time heavyweight champion, and now you're turning into this huge action star. Was the transition hard for you, or walk us through that a little bit?
I don't know if I made the complete transition, but actually RZA offered me the movie before I did anything else, really, as far as acting, and I took a couple other roles really to prepare for this part because I was so excited about it. But making the transition into that movie was kind of easy because RZA was my friend already, and it was kind of easy going. I felt like I was just going to hang out with a bunch of my buddies, and we were just kind of, I don't know, kind of play acting and doing this stuff that we're all fans of already. So it didn't even really feel like I was doing anything new or going to work every day. It was like really I was just going to hang out with my buddies, and we were just living this fantasy. It was awesome.
Now, how are the action shots? Because in the trailer, it looks pretty scary, and you're wrapped around in cords, and there's like sex slaves, and there's a man with the iron fist, and you have a brass body. I mean, how was it like shooting some of those scenes?
It was, it's funny because it looks really cool, but actually the conditions were a little rough. For one, it was, we were on a set that wasn't insulated on. It was, we're in the middle of winter in China, and it was freezing. A lot of stuff was kind of rough because. They put you on wires and harnesses, and you're being pulled here and there and dropped here and there, and people punching you in the face. We really did. I got punched in the face a few times. I was all bloody and scratched up and beat up. But there was a few, like cool scenes, like, I got to make out with Jamie Chung. And
Nice.
So, how can you complain about that? The funny thing about that was I was in this goofy little like thong type thing, and I was so cold. But in between takes, Jamie would cover me up and try to keep me warm. It was awesome. Yeah, it was really cool.
Well, thank you so much, and have a fun day at Comic-Con.
I'm excited. Thank you.
What do you think about Comic-Con so far?
I love it. Last year was my first year here, and I actually didn't come because I was working. I came as a fan, and I dressed up, which nobody got my costume, but I dressed up just so I could enjoy the convention and go around and not have to stop and take pictures or anything. It's just kind of enjoy it.
What were you dressed up as last year?
I was dressed up. I was Batman, but I was Batman dressed up as a Star Wars fan, and just nobody got the joke. I was like Batman, but I had like a T-shirt on over my cape, and I had the mask, and I had a lightsaber, and people they were very confused over my costume. That's basically I was Batman dressed up as a Star Wars fan.
I love it. You went incognito last year. That was smart of you.
Totally, yeah, totally, and I had a ball.
Well, thank you. So you guys make sure to check out The Man with the Iron Fist. It comes out 3,500 theaters this October. And for more, go to livefitmagazine.com. Thank you, Dave.